Welcome back to our channel. All about you, all about me. Today we wanted to let you know that we started a new book. And I think this book is going to take us a while to finish because it's very, very informative. So we're reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. And it's kind of a thick book, but what we discovered as we started reading it is that it is very, very challenging because there's so much in each chapter, and he kind of like gives us little homework to do. And it's things that I never really did before because I'm a very logical thinker, and what he's challenging me to believe
in yourself,
in myself, even when I don't know what is going to happen
or how
it's going to happen. Because I guess I'm also a planner.
Yes.
You know, I'm a big planner. So like if I want something, I plan how I'm going to get it and what I have to do, and that's how I function. You know, I've always admired Rosa because, you know, we'll be at some conference or some meeting and they'll say, oh, we're going to have a raffle. And she's like, oh, I'm going to get it. And I'm sitting there going, okay. And guess what? She gets it. And she's like, because I asked for it in the universe. And I'm thinking, how? How do I ask the universe for things like that? You know? And so it's a challenge for me. Big, big challenge.
Mm-hmm. You know, Think and Grow Rich is definitely a book I think we're going to probably take most of the year to finish. Because as Rosie said, there's homework. And, you know, being that it's a book written way back in the 30s, and to be still in the very top today, that tells you a lot. And I think that's one of the reasons we all decided to try to read it. And of course, you know, let's be honest, who doesn't want to be rich? So I think that it's demanding, but isn't everything in the world demanding? So I am enjoying it. One of the things that I have learned with the prior books, which I'm glad we did read the other books, is that you never read something once.
Right.
You don't read it twice. You have to read it at least 3, 4, 5 times. And I am so, I think, I'm proud of me because I'm one of those that, you know, I have to read this book. I read it once. We're reading a chapter once a week. And they're long chapters. And if they're short chapters, believe me, they might as well be long chapters because it is something else. But not to dismiss the fact or not to allow you to think, oh, I'm not going to read that book. So far we're on chapter 4 or 5. And you know what? I would recommend this book to everyone who desires to desire more for themselves. You know, and so we just kind of wanted to update you on our new book. And so maybe Juanita and Carla can give you a little down on what they feel about it.
Well, when I was reading it, I'm learning that being rich isn't only monetary. And to be able to be rich, there's a certain mindset that you have to develop. So this book is kind of teaching us how to develop that mindset so that we're open and available to receive monies from known and unknown sources. And those monies can come in different forms. It may not necessarily be a financial situation. It could be an emotional support. It could be just love and understanding from someone else. Those riches are a variety of things. So when you're thinking and you're growing rich, yes, there is that monetary entity, but you've also got to grow rich in your spirit. You have to grow rich in terms of your intellectual concept. It's not only the money. There's so much more to it.
And if I may add, Carla, what also I think there's universal laws. There's laws everywhere. There's
Right.
laws in the Bible. There's laws in the states. There's laws in
Right.
the family.
Mhm.
Rules, rules, rules. And what I have really captured on this book is that, you say, rich in spirit, rich in money, rich in whatever we want to know. But, there's a law of circulation,
Right.
which we are learning about. So you can't just keep it. You have to
Yeah.
circulate it. And I think that right there, sometimes we weren't aware, or I wasn't as aware as I am today,
Mhm.
that what you give, you gladly get back in return,
Oh,
but you gotta
absolutely.
give.
You gotta give.
Regardless of, you gotta give. And you gotta, yes, not give because you think you're gonna get back, but you gotta
No,
give it.
you give
with
willingly, with an
really,
open heart.
and as you guys, I know my Bob Proctor, willingly give and graciously receive.
I agree with you because I'm not a reader, and I love this book. I fall asleep when I'm reading, but what I'm trying to say, rich, the word rich is basically opens your mind, and it gives you
Yes.
energy to want to read.
Ooh, I love
So,
that.
I'm reading this book, and for some reason, I can't put it down. But as
Wow.
before, now I'm more of a reader because of these young ladies. And I'm
Thank you.
learning a
Thank
lot.
you.
But as a people that do not like to read, or used to not like to read, like I did,
I like that.
I want to challenge you to please go and read this book. It brings you so many new items that I can't express. I even get happy, and I don't get happy for books.
About reading,
Yeah. But the thing is that once I started reading this book, I would fall asleep with it open. And now it's like, wait a second. I need to read whatever little I can. And even my husband tells me, since when did you become a student? And I'm like, well, since I'm over here learning with these young ladies. And I enjoy it. So please try.
I think what Napoleon Hill tries, as Carla was saying, tries to convey to us is the principles of the universe: the
Yes.
desire, the faith, the love, the want. And so we will keep you updated on what we're reading. But right now, we did read the chapter on faith. We did read the chapter on desire. And we do have a statement, and we do have a commitment to ourselves, which I think it's so good because, sometimes we would meet when we could. Now now it's that we Zoom one time a week. We get together one time a week. And it, like Juanita was saying, you know what? It's just happening. It's just happening. So, yeah, thank you so much for allowing us to express ourselves about our brand new book, and we'll keep in touch with the chapters.